All right, it says we're live. I know there's nobody in here at this point, but I'm live and I'll start talking and maybe some people will show up. Maybe they will. Oh, that's Adam. Yeah, get rid of the echo. But again, I'm the only one here, and the echo's gone now too, so I am the only one here. But if you are a member of the morning crew on Miss Ida's channel, you probably already know Venture. Good evening. But this is just a kickoff for Christmas in July. If anybody wants to play, I'm going to sit up here for a few minutes and talk about it. If you want to come up, you can come up. We can talk about it. But seeing as how Miss Ida is having surgery at the end of June, can't possibly ask her to manage Christmas in July. And so I'm going to see if we can find enough people without Ida's attraction to play a game. I really enjoy it, and so I'm willing to do the work to get the thing done if people want to do it. But on the banner is my email. So if you want to play, contact me. And if we get enough people to sign up for it, we'll do it. I mean, if there's 2 or 3 people, we're not going to do it. If I've got a dozen people, we're going to do it. Exactly what number is going to be the cutoff, I don't know. But Jack Gallman, good evening from Northern Michigan. How are things down there in North Carolina? But just talking a little bit about doing Christmas in July. Ida's not going to be able to manage it. And so if people send me an email and tell me that they want to be in on it, I will hook up names and we'll have a go at it. But what I'm thinking is I'll collect names from now until the end of May, maybe like the last week of May. And then during the last week of May, I'll do a matching of all the names and contact people and let them know who their Secret Santa victim is. And then that will give people a month to get their gift together and get it sent to their person so that we can all have them for the 1st of July and have our Christmas in July. Well, Jack, I'm glad somebody's out there earning money. I've been trying to find a job for 5 months now. Ain't been so lucky. But things will change. Jackalope, how are you? Well, Jackalope, I definitely will bring it up on her show to publicize it there, but I'm not putting any work on her. We'll spread it in there, and other people can spread it on their channels, whatever. Well, Jack, we'll see what we need. I mean, it's not like it's a big thing. I just got to collect names, match them up, and then, contact people. So it's really just a matter of, depending on how many people sign up for it, I'll have to send an email to each one of them. Not a big deal. But down in the description, I put what I'm going to need from people, which is going to be your address. And I don't even really need real names. Well, Jack, I know you use your real name. Uh, but there are a lot of us that have screen names, and that's really all we need. Because if you got the person's screen name, then you can go in and check out their channel. Maybe you can learn something about the person, what they like with it, what they're attracted to, whatever, so that help you get a gift for them. Or you could be lazy like me and say, well, I pour silver, and so I'm just going to pour something for you. But I do kind of try to. Oh, well, I hope that you get the work done without any major problems. Silver Patriot, good to see you. Well, Jack, yeah, that's the thing too. Is I kind of like everything. Actually, last Christmas I got my Secret Santa sent me a whole bunch of Valcambi 1 grammers, thinking that I would melt them. No, 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 no. That's the kind of thing I want to have in my stack because they'll be perfect for barter when the financial system is gone. Well, Venture, I hope you heal well. I do remember you saying that you were going to have surgery the other day. When is that coming up for your surgery? I definitely want to keep you in my prayers for that. That hopefully you'll be able to get back to work real soon. Wednesday the 17th. All right. Just coming up here in 4 days. Well, we'll definitely keep you in prayers and maybe, mention it out to a few people. Well, Jackalope, all you have to do is send me an email, if you decide that you want to get into it. I'm not going to put limits, either, low or high on people. But what I am going to do, Charles, good evening, is, and I kind of hate to do this in a way, but I have to do it. I'm going to limit it to U.S. residents only because I don't want anybody to get stuck with international shipping. It costs a lot and it's a lot riskier. So I don't want to create problems. I want to avoid problems. I want to make it simple and clean and fun. But, everybody's got one package to send out. Oh, Charles, I've been cleaning up those raptor claws are fabulous. I'll have them to show probably on Tuesday. Oh, there's no question about it, Jackalope. I've done some international shipping with 1 or 2 people just because, but on a thing like this where because there's always 3 people involved, right? There's your Santa, you, and then the person that you're sending to. And it could just, put a whole bad taste on the whole thing. I'm excited, Charles. I've got a couple of the USA coins that came out that did not get holes in them, and they are sweet. They're sitting in the pickle juice right now, getting cleaned up, and when they're done with the pickle juice, they'll get their final polish, which will be tomorrow sometime. So I'll be able to show them off here in a couple of days, and there'll be a raptor claw coming to you at the very least. Any other questions about Christmas in July? Kevin, how are you, brother? I really like that Bazelle that you did, that you showed on Facebook earlier. That thing is sweet. The stone that you got in it too. I don't remember what you said the stone was, but that thing is cool looking. Thank you, Kevin. I'll probably have to have Charles make me another mold for that because I don't have the mold for that anymore. Well, thank you, Silver Patriot. I'm glad that people watch them. I appreciate when people leave comments on there. But honest to God, I do those because I need it. The fact that I can share it out and somebody else listens, that's great. Well, Charles, a cannabis leaf about like the one on screen there would be really nice. Silver Patriot, the thing is I don't really go into it with a lot of intention. I'll say to myself, okay, I want something from the Gospels. I want something from later in the New Testament. I want something from the minor prophets. I want something from early in the Bible. And I open up a page and I look for what's there. And it's, I'm not in control of what I'm doing. And yeah, I do write it down and I read it, but the inspiration is coming from outside of me. Ooh, Kevin, I might even want to keep the loop on it. Because some people might, I know some people won't wear just because of what it is, but there are some people that would. But again, we're good. I don't know, Kevin, if you heard all this, but I'm going to run Christmas in July for Miss Ida because she's having surgery at the end of June and just can't ask her to do anything more. And she won't be around for July to get all of the messages from people that their stuff didn't show up. And, I'll do that. But you guys think about this too. What are we going to do when Ida's convalescing? I want to hang out with you guys in the morning. I don't care what game we play. I just, I want to see some people that I just want to say hello to. I could probably do a live stream occasionally, but I certainly can't do it every day. Angel can't do it every day. Absolutely, Kevin. We'll always, all of us will pray for Ida's recovery and for everybody else in our community that is healing. But if you want to play Christmas in July, send me an email at my email address up there on screen. let me know that you want in. I'll need your address and your screen name, and I will do a randomization and hook everybody up with another person to receive a gift from you, and you will receive a gift from somebody. Well, I kind of do enjoy the games in a way. It gives us something to talk about. Very good, Charles. Thank you. Well, Kevin, we'll just have to make one up for you. I don't know. Artist extraordinaire. How about that? You know, I absolutely love those little tomahawks that I've got that you poured. Those things, there is so much detail in them. Cherie Ward, how are you, darling? Been a minute. But Cherie, I know that you've had some problems with them, and maybe you are not interested. But Miss Ida is not going to be available to do Christmas in July this year. She's going to have surgery in June and will be convalescing through all of July. So I'm going to see if I can get enough people to kind of let me organize it for them this year. But if you want to play, send me an email with your screen name and your address. And come the last week of May, I'll do a randomization and get everybody a victim and a Secret Santa. And then we'll have the month of June to get things. Well, send me an email. But we'll have the month of June to figure out what it is that we want to get for our victim and get it to them. And come the 1st of July, we'll try to have a big reveal. And we'll do something, because again, Ida won't be doing her morning show at that time, but we'll figure it out. We'll get somebody to take up the morning show. Well, thank you, Jackalope. I appreciate that. Well, I'm going to collect names until the last week of May. If I get a dozen names, we'll do it. If it's less than a dozen names, we probably won't. But I don't know if it's a 10 or 11, I'll probably still do it. But if we get more, then I'll do a randomization. I'll get those out before the 1st of June, and that will give people the month of June to get their prize together, their present together, and send it out to their victim. But I would like people to have their stuff by the 1st of July. But I think a month is plenty of time. And it is going to be restricted to in the United States. Jay Tizzo, good evening. How are you? Oh, that's great. Miss Tizzo, how are you? Good to see you too. So, JT, I don't think that you were in Ida's on Friday. But I brought up Christmas in July, and Ida made it, she's having surgery at the end of June. And so she's not going to even be doing her stream in July. But I really like the game for Christmas in July. Love the gift I got from you. It's right behind me on the wall. That thing is so cool. But I'm gonna collect names from now until the end of May, or the last week of May. And during the last week of May, I'll do a randomization, get the emails out, and that will give people the month of June to get their prize and get it out to their victim. I am running the show for Christmas in July this year, Miss Tizzo. I sure am. Yeah, we got to do something because we got to be able to get together on the weekday mornings. Thank you, Charles, for posting the email. I mean, I would take a day a week. Angel might take a day a week. I don't know. Maybe you guys could take a day a week. We'll get it. We need to do something, whether it's trivia or just hanging out. Terry, good evening, darling. How are you? Terry, this is going to be kind of maybe a little bit new on you because I know I never see you in Miss Ida's on the morning. But we have for the last several years always played Christmas in July. Well, this year, Miss Ida is going to be convalescing from surgery. And so she's not going to be able to do it. And I really like the game. And so I'm kind of stepping up, and I'm going to take the bull by the horns, and I'm going to organize Christmas in July. And we're going to have some fun. But if you want to play, send me an email with your address and your screen name. And come the end of May, I will do a randomization of all the names that I collect, send out people an email so that they know who their victim is, and they'll have a month to get them a gift and send it out. I'm not putting either high or low limits on it, but, don't be ridiculous in either direction. Something around the value of an ounce of silver is kind of where people go. But, Miss Tizzo went way overboard on me a couple of years ago. And I absolutely love the gift that she got me. Actually, I could even show it. I might have to show my ugly mug, but that's okay. I'm going to show it. Let me go ahead and change this camera. See it? Right there on the wall. Right behind me. That little cutout of my puppy. I absolutely love that thing. But at any rate, I'm getting off of here. I'm going to put my pot leaf back up. I'm just not very photogenic, people. Oh, and she's such a good girl, too, Miss Tizzo. I love that puppy. But, well, I'll stay on for a few more minutes, see if anybody else shows up. She's out in the garage sleeping, I think. Oh, no, she's right there out in the living room. Other side of the lazy boy. Well, thank you, Miss Tizzo. Making her the subject of the video is what gets people to watch, I'm quite sure. I mean, who actually wants to listen to me quoting scripture? but people might do it just to. I've got a Kevin. Let me go get a couple. I've got some soaking in the vinegar right now. But Charles sent me some pretty cool molds. How am I going to get them out of here? Give me a sec. I'll be right there. But I got them deburred and cleaned up and all of that. They're soaking in vinegar right now. This is cool. I like this a lot. Well, Charles is making me a little bit better mold. But USA coin. And then the other side is a nice eagle. Those things will clean up nice. They're about 15 grams. This is another mold that Charles made for me. Little sailboat. Again, 13, 14 grams. Poured some Billy Strings guitars. That's about 12 grams. Got a new improved mold for the Cherub. And man, she come out so nice. Look at the detail on her. And then what else do I have in here? Raptor Claw. These things are nice. Those are right at ½ ounce. And is there anything else in here? No, it's just other copies of those same ones, but they're cool. They come out good. And for the most part, they're good. Charles is going to be getting a couple of these things for making the molds for me. But for the most part, they're going to be going to Miss Ida to use as giveaways. If there's any of the borax get stuck to the silver, it will dissolve it. But they'll sit in that overnight, and then tomorrow I'll polish them up all nice, and they'll be done, except for stamping. Nickel, how you doing, buddy? Nickel, you gonna go up on Rocky's show tomorrow night? There's been enough going on this weekend. He's gonna have some stuff to talk about. Well, Charles, I appreciate your help too, and it isn't going to go unnoticed. Well, there are one or two more new people in here, so I'm going to drone on with what I've been going on about. But if you are part of Miss Ida's morning show, you may well know by now. Well, that's the little dog that's making all the noise. 18 years old and blind, and he goes absolutely nuts if he hears a noise outside. Athena, she just, goes out there and looks intimidating. But at any rate, if you are part of Miss Ida's morning show, you probably understand that she's going to be having surgery at the end of June and is unable to do Christmas in July. And Christmas in July and Christmas at Christmas are my two favorite games that we play all year long. And I can't deal with not having it. And so I'm going to sponsor it. And it looks like a few people have already emailed me. I've got 4 emails in my email box. They entered there since we started this. But if we get enough people, we're going to play Christmas in July. And what I'm doing is I'm collecting names and addresses from now until the last week of May. And during the last week of May, Dad Learning's Coin, hello. But during the last week of May, I will take all of the names from people that have emailed me and said that they want to play. And I will randomize those names and get everybody a Secret Santa and a Secret Santa victim and send you emails at the end of May to let you know who is the person that you are to get something for. And if they have a YouTube channel, it will give you an opportunity to go in and check out their YouTube channel and see what you can victim. Absolutely. See what you can find out about them, and maybe, a little bit of a special gift for that person. Like I showed you a couple minutes ago, I Miss Tizzo. When she got me for her victim, she took a few minutes and she found out about the relationship I have with my dog and did the most beautiful cutout of her. God is great. How are you, Kay Titus? Good to see you. I am so sorry to tell you that I can't let you do Secret Santa with us because it's US only. I can't put shipping to Japan on anybody. But I appreciate you, my friend. If shipping was easy to Japan, I would do it in a heartbeat. But I'm glad to have you here. Kane, how are you? Another one of our other side of the world friends. Kane, I don't know that it's fair. And good day, my friend. But I can't put international shipping on anybody. And I don't know who you guys would wind up with. And even just getting stuff from overseas or to overseas is challenging. And I had one of my Secret Santas one time was from Australia. And I got a nice gift from the person. It came at the end of January. And it's just, shipping's a problem overseas. John Camper, hello, how are you? John, I am organizing Christmas in July for Miss Ida, who is not going to be able to do it this year. But if you are interested in playing Christmas in July, send me an email at my email address listed there on the screen. And Charles keeps on putting it in the chat as well. But if you want to play, send me an email and I will put you in the mix. And at the end of May, you'll get an email from me telling me who you need to get your gift for. And, it will come with the address and all of that stuff. But that's kind of about it. If anybody wants to come up and talk about it, you're absolutely welcome. Dad Learning Coins, how are you? Does it? I'll take a look at that. As soon as when I log out of here, and I'll fix it. But thank you. Well, Kane, I'm not going to do that. If somebody signs up for it and doesn't send out their gift, we'll just make it public. Public shaming will get people to fall in line and do what they said they're going to do, I hope. Kay Titus, have a blessed morning. Kane, did you get a package from Ida just recently? Like after the auction? Oh, have a blessed day, Kane. Enjoy service. Or God. God is great. Excuse me. Your names were right next to each other. But at any rate, I think I've pretty much gone over everything that I'm doing time and time again. And if somebody wanted to come up and have, talk a little bit more about it, get some stuff going back and forth on it. But other than that, this is the kickoff for it. I'll be doing more videos and I will bring it up in the mornings on Ida's channel. Kane, what did you get? Because I told her to send you something. So you may have got something that's my fault. Yeah, I told her to send that to you. Now, remember the day that I was showing them and you said that you liked them and you really wanted one? Yeah. I pay attention sometimes. Not often, but sometimes. But I send Ida stuff for her to give away. And when I saw that you wanted one, she said that she was absolutely willing to send it to you. Dove, my good friend, how are you? It's been a minute. Now, you guys, if you don't know Dove Season, that is one wonderful dude right there. He's a good guy. Check him out. But Dove, I know that you're not part of Miss Ida's morning crew, but we've been doing Secret Santa on her show for the last 3 or 4 years. But she can't do it this year. She's going to be convalescing. And so I'm picking it up and I'm going to run the Secret Santa this year. But if you're interested in doing it, send me an email at my email address there on screen, or Charles keeps on posting it in the chat. I'm doing great, my friend. In fact, I have had, the last year has been one of the best years of my life, even though I lost a job 5 months ago and haven't been able to replace it. But I've been getting healthy. I went on a carnivore diet and I've lost 80 pounds. And I'm getting healthy and doing a lot of walking and working on my house and spending time with my animals. And things are good. And now I got a little project here for the next couple of months, having some fun with this Secret Santa game. But I don't think I'm going to stay on much longer. I've been on here for 40 minutes now, and I've covered everything I need to cover about 100 times. Although absolutely wonderful to see y'all come in, say hi and stuff. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day. And Secret Santa is a great game. You'll get something from you don't know who, and it's going to be something that you'll like. 99% chance. But y'all have a blessed evening. I'm going to get out of here. It kind of is my bedtime anyways. I get up early in the morning. Love and respect, Sherry. Love and respect for everybody. Y'all have a blessed weekend, and I will talk with you soon. Peace out.